Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And, Charles, you look back to last year's draft class for quarterbacks. We had a good crop. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, the two Joshes, Allen and Rosen, Lamar Jackson, all just in the first round. So here we get two second-year quarterbacks set to face off. How have things changed?
Well, for these young guys, that first year, typically learning experience, team's not very good. They just want to see you handle some situations. But everyone expects a jump in year two. And with that, they expect the fortunes of the team to jump as well.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second
Will
down.
Hernandez.
And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A look now at the starters for the Giants defensively. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Let's see how this works.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He can run for it, and he will. An alley to run. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense. You have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to continue. Blitz coming.
Here we go.
He goes. Barreling in for the sack. Shelby.
There we go.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Murray. This one complete to Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
There we go, baby.
Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain.
Yes,
there,
it was.
And it leads to a 4th down.
Let's go.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football.
Way to get over there.
That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So here are the Giants under 2nd-year coach Pat Shurmur. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perryman.
I like the way you use the word big, because that's exactly what Brashad Perryman is. A big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs so well, yet that strength downfield really confounds defensive backs.
I
Is it okay if I tell you I played against his dad in
about
college?
this.
I'm just impressed that you work confounds into the broadcast.
I'm impressed I'm still alive because I played against his dad in college.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Am I?
On 3rd down, White. In heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked
That
up
was
by
a
the
bad.
former first rounder, Trey Waynes. And he's going to return to the 21-yard
That was a bad
line.
read.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the
Bad
trophy
read.
case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made?
Ooh, I'm so glad you were there because I was so out of position on that.
How he grows from it.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they
There
do
we
in
go.
practice, and
Way
one
to
of
get
them
in
is
there,
matching
y'all.
hands.
There you
As
go,
soon as that
Tony.
hand is launched by the
Get in there,
quarterback, you throw
Victorino.
the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. On the move to it.
There we go.
Make it back to the line.
Woo, that would have been a 1st down if you didn't get there, baby.
Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
Nice.
Really talking about how teams are so
I gotta do better, though. I
matched. You
can't
just
turn
wanna
this
make
ball
those
over.
plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Might be you,
and you know the
man.
quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know to lead their team.
Oh, no.
To escape, and he goes
I
down.
threw
Give the
it.
sack to Aaron Lynch, the former
Oh,
USF
shoot.
Bull. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack.
Shoot.
It's 2nd and 21.
Dang.
Here's White. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down
There's some
at
yards
the
back.
27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Now White.
Way to hold on to.
Gonna be
You
incomplete.
dropped it? He wasn't even near you, bro. Oh, my
4th down, ready to punt,
word.
Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Way to get down there.
The Bills with a football
I can't
as we
believe
start
that.
quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on the
best.
gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down. try and increase your lead in a big way, and the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Oh, sir.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Stepping up. He's going to keep it.
Come on.
On the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Bend but don't break, y'all. Bend but don't break. If we can get a turnover, that'd be nice. But let's at least try to hold them to 3, if possible. Nice.
This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Dang, yeah, nobody.
Down inside the 15 he goes.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run with Coleman.
There you go, Tony.
And they get to him quickly.
Get that man.
Stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Let's get the turnover, y'all.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, shoot.
He's take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain.
Chad, relax. It's going to come.
There was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he is
come on, guys.
Buffalo touchdown.
If he's in that zone, y'all got to guard him in that zone.
Career NFL touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
He's not a lead blocker, is he?
New York set to take the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Goes for 24 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
White. Going right side here, and that's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row.
Damn, you can't catch that like without jumping, Kyle? Come on, baby.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, here's White. And the tip.
Hey, he's on you like white on rice. I'll tell you
falls
that.
incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little
right,
bit.
let's
They
see what
huddle
happens.
up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
No! He fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton.
Why are they playing me, though?
10, and he is going to... He is a difference maker at the linebacker.
Why they playing me though? You threw the interception. Okay, they usually let me get right back on. Sitting there just letting him run. Are you kidding me? You the fastest out of all those guys on the field. Chase him down after you done threw it. Run. Oh. Yo, we tripping. We tripping. We're going to have an extremely good second half. Yeah, I couldn't get it to who I wanted to get it to. That wouldn't happen. Maybe I would have got it to He was running a route for him. Who is that? He's all over everything. Waynes. Don't know.
Position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a
17
corner or a safety.
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that.
Let's clean it up. Let's clean it up. That's 2 interceptions, bro. You cannot throw any more today.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run.
Now White. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What was that?
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action, here's White. Rolling to his right. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He's got a man, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit Bader. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. White looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Dang, their corners are on our behind. Trying to figure out what was
difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Thank you, man.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, White.
Thank you. You keep on doing pass interference on my dudes.
Have a penalty flag down.
We're going to take it every time.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the
what in the world? How did I end up in the pile?
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
I don't know how that happened.
They'll come up after the sack
but
on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
No!
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with
just slapped
4 seconds left.
Y'all something else.
An incomplete pass.
Y'all are something.
Bring it out. Here on 3rd down.
This computer, bro. Their secondary is all over the place.
It's White going for it all. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
Got him.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
Yeah.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
Come on,
fellas.
Pop
and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Ooh-wee, let's.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice
nice.
17 yards and a giant first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Man, I didn't know you was going to run all of that way. Jeez.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Oh, shoot, that was a bad pass.
And he's got a first down.
I can't believe.
Man. Now, just 8 of 16 thus far.
That was a bad
but it's
pass.
1st and 10. First down, here's White.
Oh, that's not my.
It's another 10 yards on that.
White's good too.
First down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Are you telling me that was too quick?
That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
If they back up, you know you can't throw this, right?
Taking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw.
No, I threw it.
Down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
That was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
What ifs?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, Izzo or get it.
2nd and 9 now.
Got him. Woo! Let's go, Kyle. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's take it back to Queens, baby. That's the Queens Connect. Chad to Kyle, baby. Let's go. Got him. Hold on to that ball.
Yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
Let's make this field goal, bro. Don't trip.
Celebrate. Save the full reflection for later.
Thank you.
Make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that ball, okay?
Zerline good with a PAT. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back.
All right, defense.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So
Come
here's
on.
the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession
Nah,
of the second half.
Press.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll wind up with about 6. Up
Took my
past the
legs
30
out.
to the 31.
They'd love to just strike
now.
out with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But
of course they
the main
would.
goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the
Sit
catch.
down.
But
No,
in this
sir.
situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ingram again.
There we go.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
All right, y'all. You got to get a stop.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with
Gotta
this 3rd
get
down
a stop.
play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Murray. He'll buy some time right.
Get down, baby.
This one is down.
Sit down. Let's go. Had to guard both
That play is
y'all.
the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry.
Let's get it.
Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
No, sir. Woo! Y'all watching this don't understand how hard that is. Man.
Here's Tressway now. As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
I don't even know what you're trying to do. We ain't running that
couldn't
back.
get it to check up.
All right,
That kicks
yo.
all the way into the end zone.
Gotta put
for a
points on the
touchback.
board.
New York set to take the field.
Gotta put
Last
points
time
on
they
the
were out
board.
here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that
Woo!
culminated confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start.
Let's go!
They have to feel
Dang, I wish I was a burner.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Every player I know attempts to play the game.
I mean, that was a good run and all, but
there's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's going to be the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
oh,
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball.
I mean, this is what they say. This is what they tell me where I'm from. If it ain't broke,
so after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys going
do
to
not
tackle him.
fix it.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
If it ain't
Now
broke,
a first down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually
Maybe,
the game
but-
plan for him to have as few carries as he has,
but-
it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have
it
fresh
looks
legs.
like.
Now White with a first down throw.
Oh my
He's
goodness!
taken down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. White.
Let's go.
Here, that's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I know what it is.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback.
Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Giant touchdown.
Wait to get it.
A great effort.
Let's go.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Woo!
They can now even this game here in the 4th
Man.
quarter with the extra point. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown.
Make this field goal.
But sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone.
Thank you.
And those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off
Woo!
to kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success.
Way to
this
get it,
early,
fellas.
great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps
Way
this up,
to get
he'll
it.
soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now we can't, guys. We gotta be all up in them, man. We can't.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
We can't let them get no field goal. Y'all know that, right?
To the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Nah.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game.
There we go, Tony. Way to put him on his back.
Very, very solid career.
I don't know if I should have done that, but I did. So now we got to get the stop.
Coming up here shortly at the
I may have wasted a timeout, guys. I'm sorry.
This a big play for both sides.
Please let me off the hook by coming up big.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
We didn't have enough people right
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
My fault. I shouldn't use that timeout.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right.
Oh, there you go.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line.
There you go, Honey Badger.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the
all right, y'all. Let's get this stop.
The incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Murray. That's caught left side by
Way to scare this guy out of bounds.
The drag route.
We got to get this field goal, fellas. Let's take the time off the clock. Let's get as far as we possibly can without turning the ball over. Way to battle back this half, fellas.
And then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop short of a first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now
What?
2nd and 7 from the 23.
I do want to get some yards, though.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pass
That
incomplete.
sucks. That would have been a nice one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd and 7. Come on, guys, let's get this.
Looking to throw. White. Oh, it's a screen pass.
Dang, y'all.
The Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get
What
the
an
stoppage
epic
with just
fail.
under 50
How did I let
seconds
that get
remaining in the
away
fourth.
from
Now
us?
here's Michael Dixon.
I did a
as they
terrible
kick it away
job.
for the 2nd time.
Dang, I did a terrible job.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Dang, I did a terrible
Here's the
job.
Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't,
There you go.
to the line of scrimmage,
Nah, bro.
either spike it and stop the clock, or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Dang. I'll let this get
To
away
throw
from
is
me.
Murray. Intercepted.
Let's go!
Around the 41.
Oh!
That's not
Let's go!
at some point. His first career interception.
The guy that they think he is, he's not laughing at all, but he's also not going to let it affect the game
Yo!
proceeds. He's
What
going to go
a
back and still be the same
game-changing
confident kid. The
play!
reason that they drafted him and go out and play.
Let's go! Holla at your boy!
York set to take the field. They are already in field goal range. Let's see
Oh,
how they play
man.
this, Charles.
And I have a feeling I know how they want to play this already. Run the football to the hash mark that works best for their kicker. They already have the field goal unit lined up, ready to run out there.
Oh,
and go
shoot.
get it done.
I didn't think
They
he would get that
practice this,
block.
They understand the situation, and with that amount of time, they can do it.
Let's see how they carry it over into the game.
We definitely ain't throwing the
Giants will
ball,
use
so
the second of their 3 timeouts.
we just gonna run this
As they
one more
stop with
time, see how much
14
yardage we
seconds to
get.
go in the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at
That's
the
what
line
we
of
do.
scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
All right, man. What? Are you crazy?
So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of
Y'all
Greg
trying to
Zuerlein.
ice me?
And we will
Sorry,
get a
bro.
timeout with 2 ticks left. So it'll all come down to the booming
Oh,
right
what the heck
leg
is
of
this?
Greg Zuerlein. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win.
Are you kidding me?
Zuerlein pulled it. Zuerlein pulled it. It's
How
no
did it just
good.
disappear
Line
like that?
And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here.
Yo.
Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes.
What is that?
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now,
What
if the team
is
receives
that?
the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Are you kidding me? What?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield.
Okay, well, bring all the defenders y'all want. We running it up the gut. This is what we doing.
Downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game.
Yeah,
still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control
we trying to win this. That was
He's
so...
had some big runs in this game.
Are you serious, bro?
But I don't think they're going to be deterred.
I can't believe it disappeared on me.
Nice
I have a hard enough time without it disappearing. And then it goes and disappears?
Gets stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry. I'd stay with him.
And out across midfield down to the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
Oh, my word. I shouldn't have. You gotta be smarter than that. You gotta be smarter
an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
Dang.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. The game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline. Hope his defense picks him up and ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They run. It's Mark Ingram.
I'm about to say.
Brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward.
I'm so mad I had the sack, and I went for the running back.
In this situation, it lingers a little bit
Come on. Hold tight. Hold tight, baby. You know, we here. We in this situation. You know, it is what it is. Hold tight.
They'll run here with Ingram.
Whoa. Hey, sir, that's not how you tackle in the red zone. You don't throw them forward.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, miss.
Wow.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
I'm so mad. They played me. They played me in this game. They played me.
Great game that we got
They
to see and
played
making it
me
extra
so
special.
bad.
Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one,
I can't
I got some
believe
overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
I can't believe this.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
My goodness.
Where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off
People do that in real life. Like, you don't do that in real life. As much as
So for the Bills, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week.
Trash.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
He was almost a player of the game, but man, I can't believe that.